We are live here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City for Game 2 of a doubleheader between Ocean County College and Atlantic Cape Community College as we take afternoon. So, with no signs of rain or anything, so just kind of some sun going on through. But it's been a nice game. So, Ocean County College won Game 1 7-6. Atlantic Cape put up 2 runs in the bottom half of the 7th, came close in their late inning rally, but fell just short. And we'll have Game 2 coming up here. And take a look at the lineups for Ocean County College and then for Atlantic Cape as well. So Alex Alonso, a lot similar to Game 1 for Ocean County College. Alex Alonso leads off, Jamie Roselli, Mike Brunner, Joe Palmisano cleaning up, Trevor Colton back at third, Kyle Sears, Jeremy Bruner, Eli Santiago, and Drew Clugston will be rounding out the order for the Ocean County College Vikings. And for the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers in Game 2, it'll be Pete Calandra on the mound. And around the outfield, Javier Vega in left, Kevin Foreman in center, Nate Goodrich in right. In the infield, Justin Monero, Luis Sari, Moen Tonicello, and Omar Hernandez, and Dante De Palma doing the catching here in Game 2 for Pete Calandra. So Game 1 went to the Vikings. Atlantic Cape looking to split things here in Game 2. Again, like Game 1, it'll be a 7-inning contest between Ocean and Atlantic Cape. And as Calandra finishes up his warm-ups, stepping up to the plate here in Game 2 for the Ocean County College Vikings. For Ocean County College here in the top of the first in game number 2. And that one lined back to the screen by Alonso, 0-2. Danny DeMarco and TJ Chelly did the pitching duties for the Buccaneers in game 1. That pitch up high, 1-2. On the other side for Ocean County College, Bart Gobel went the distance. So the Ocean County College with a very full bullpen ready to go in Game 2. That one popped foul back to the sweet level. And we'll do it again at 1-2. Wind flying out towards center field, toward the water here in Atlantic City. And there's a high fly ball on the left by Alonso, going back to his wall, and goodbye! A leadoff home run by Alex Alonso as Vega gave it a look and it went over the wall. So the Vikings gets a loud start here in game number 2. Let's take a look at the home run by Alonso on the BFA Live Sports replay. Just went down and grabbed that one and hit a long fly ball that found its way over. So 1-0 Vikings on the solo home run by Alonso. Nice piece of hitting there to go down and grab it and uppercut and give the Vikings a 1-0 lead. Roselli now the hitter. And he nubs one foul, 0-1. The 0-1. Clips the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Kevin Jones behind the plate in game number 2 here. Chris Lozzi out to the field, the umpires. And an 0-2 count on Roselli. Swing and a miss. And one away. That'll bring up the left fielder in this game, Mike Brunner. Played first base in game number 1, where at the plate he walked, tripled, struck out, and had a single. To start game 2 here, he fouls one back to the screen. 0-1 the count. So the leadoff home run by Alex Alonso gets things going for the Vikings here in game 2. And the pitch to Brunner. Outside, 1-1. Joe Palmisano, who had himself quite a game one, is on deck. And Caldera deals. That one's inside 2-1. Sorry, Calandra. He's got a 2-1 count on Brunner with one gone and one in here in the top of the first. Swing and a miss. Brunner was going for the fences on that swing, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. And after the home run to Alonso, Calandra bounces back with back-to-back strikeouts. So two gone here in the first, and that'll bring up Palmisano, the catcher for Ocean County College. Game one had a 2 RBI double, RBI single, struck out, and had another single. So he went 3 for 4 in game one as he hits that one foul. Scary collision at the plate as well that he was able to bounce back from behind the plate. And Omar Hernandez slid in. Calandra deals outside. Hernandez out on the play by a lot, but it was the way he slid in that tossed Palmisano off his feet. Line shot into left field. That'll be a base hit and go to the wall. Palmisano rounds first. He's chugging towards second. The throw, and he's out at second. The relay from Vega to Sori to Antonicelli. Antonicello at second base, and they just get Palmisano. And that will end things here in the first. Nice piece of hitting by Palmisano, but thrown out there at second. 1-0 Vikings as we go to the bottom of the first on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the first here on BFA Sports. Vin Ebnu with you as we get set with the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers coming up to bat. We'll take a look at the lineup right here. Luis Sari leads things off here in Game 2. A lot similar, their lineup is to Game 1. Nate Goodrich, Omar Hernandez, Justin Monero cleans things up. Dante De Palma, John Dempsey, the DH in Game 2. Mo Antonicello, the second baseman. Javier Vega out in the left. And Kevin Foreman rounds things out for the Bucks. On the mound for the Vikings in Game 2, the pitcher Brian Yadlin. And in the outfield, Mike Brunner, Jimmy Roselli, and Eli Santiago. In the infield, Trevor Coltonback, Alex Alonso, who homered in the first, Kyle Sears, and Jeremy Brunner, and Joel Palmisano behind the plate, catching Brian Yadlin. So a loud start for the Vikings to start the Game 2 with the home run by Alonso. And now they'll send out the southpaw Yadlin to keep things at 1-0 here in the first. So Buccaneers looking to answer back here. The Vikings had taken a 2-0 lead in Game 1. And the Buccaneers answered back with one in the second. So the Vikings have gotten off to good starts in both games of this doubleheader. So Game 2. Both games, 7-inning contests, so this will be 7 innings as well. Buccaneers looking to earn a split. Oh, that game got postponed, so these two already scheduled to meet here today for a doubleheader are playing too. So that game will be made up. Buccaneers had 2 games postponed last Saturday, a doubleheader up in Union County after beating Union County last Friday. Sari works a leadoff walk here in the first. So he's always got a good eye, good plate discipline, Luis Sari, and he's got plenty of speed, so he's a threat on the base pass. And that'll bring him Nate Goodrich. Goodrich went 2 for 4 in Game 1 with a couple singles. Thinks about bunting there and pulls back and takes strike 1. Atlantic Cape plays another doubleheader tomorrow afternoon, starting at 12 o'clock here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City, playing Montgomery County College out in Pennsylvania. They're going to take a drive in here to Atlantic City, play the Bucks for a pair. And then Atlantic Cape has another home game Thursday afternoon against Camden County College. As Goodrich is hit there on the hand, and that's going to hurt maybe the wrist. He's shaking that off. That's his throwing hand for out in right field. It's just gonna shake that out. That's not fun. That's certainly back in the day, back in the Little League days. I'll tell you, I got hit in the left wrist, hitting from the right-hand side of the plate on a cold day too. That stings. If it hits in the right spot, that's gonna hurt for a couple days. Hopefully Goodrich all right and gets through this game well. And Hernandez swings and misses there, strike one. So the Buccaneers play Thursday against Union County, and then they have off next Friday. And then a doubleheader out over on the southwest part of the state, Camden County. And Hernandez takes that one outside next Saturday. And temps are in the 50s today, maybe mid-50s. It's been kind of a mix of sun and clouds. Kind of fighting it out in the skies as Hernandez fouls that one off into the seats, 1-2. But certainly better weather than we've seen of late. I mean, last Friday when the Buccaneers played Union County, it was pretty sunny here, definitely chilly. And Hernandez swings and misses there for out number one. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Justin Monero. But Mother Nature not been on the side of Atlantic Cape Community College. Definitely a rainy and very chilly month of March. As the calendar turned to April, we got a couple more rainy days earlier in this week. So hopefully plenty of sunshine. DePalma catching both games of the doubleheader for Atlantic Cape. And Yadlin deals that pitch outside. DePalma in game one had himself a nice game. Had 4 singles on the day, including an RBI. And looks at the 1-0, chops that one foul in front of the plate. 1-1 on the Buccaneer catcher. He's got a hot bat. Just took the pitch given to him in game one and sent it for a little trip into the outfield. Looking for more of the same here with runners on first and third and one gone. Yadlin deal here, so 2 outs, 2 runs in for the Atlantic Cape, here in the bottom of the first, as John Dempsey looks at a strike. Dempsey, the designated hitter here in game 2, did not play in game 1. DePalma leads off first, and Dempsey looks at one low, 1-1. Yadlin takes a look at DePalma and deals. Now and low, 2-1 on Dempsey. Ocean County College, 1 run in the top half on the leadoff home run by Alex Alonzo. Atlantic Cape answering back with 2 here in the bottom half of the first. That pitch up high, 3-1 on Dempsey. Sorry walked this inning to lead things off. He came around to score. Goodrich just scored. Hernandez struck out. Monero had an RBI single, and DePalma reached on the fielder's choice. He leads off at first right now. Now he's going to take a trip down to second base as Dempsey works a walk. So with 2 on and 2 out, that'll bring up Mo Antonicello. DePalma leads off second. Dempsey off first. And that pitch inside, 1-0. One and 0 the count on the Buccaneers' second baseman. That pitch up high. 2-0 the count. 2 on, 2 out. DePalma takes a lead off of second base. Dempsey off of first. Yadlin deals. There's a strike. 2-1. Yadlin takes a look at DePalma there at second. And deals. Up high. And count goes 3-1. Buccaneers looking to add to their already 2-1 lead. That pitch called. Strike 2. And Tonicello thought that one was outside. He'll go back to retrieve his bat. So full count, 2 outs, 2 on. 2 runs in for the Buccaneers here in the first. Yadlin deals. That pitch outside, and it's the ball 4. The bases are loaded. Dempsey down to second. DePalma over to third. So bases loaded with 2 outs for the left fielder Javier Vega. Vega did not play in Game 1, getting an opportunity here in Game 2. With Caden Dale taking a rest to start Game 2. Dale had played left in Game 1. Vega takes strike 1. And Yadlin deals. Inside, buzzed him 1-1. The 1-1 checked his swing. Doesn't matter. It was a strike. So 1-2 the count on Vega. Allen's got the bases loaded. Deals the 1-2. That one's low. 2-2. Vega, the 8th hitter to come to the plate here in the first. And the 2-2. Inside, the count's gone full. Nowhere to put him. So bases loaded, 2 outs, full count on Vega. The runners will be going. Yadlin deals to Vega. Outside, and that'll force in a run. So DePalma scores. Dempsey to third, and Tonicello to second on the RBI walk by Javier Vega. So it is 3-1. Atlanta Cape. I'm going to bring up the number 9 hole hitter, Kevin Foreman, who had a 2 RBI double in the bottom of the 7th in Game 1 that brought the Bucs to within 1 run. Line shot into left field. That'll be a base hit. That'll score another 2 for Foreman. So a 2 RBI single for Foreman as Dempsey scores and Tonicello score. It is 4-1, 5-1 Bucs. Back to the top of the other, the Buccaneers have battered around here in the first. They lead 5-1 following the RBI single by Kevin Foreman. Luis Sari, who walked in his first at bat of the inning and then came around to score, back up again. Sari takes a pitch outside 1-0 and just trying to figure out how to put this together on the scorebook. When they make scorebooks, they leave room for 1 at bat per inning, but Buccaneers padding the score here in the first, lead 5-1. Ocean County College won Game 1 7-6. It'll be a 2-0 as Yadlin checks the runner, deals to the plate. Sari hits a high fly ball into right center. Going back and making the catch to end the inning is Roselli, and that will do it. So 5 runs for the Atlanta Cape Buccaneers here in the bottom of the first. 5-1 they lead going to the second on BFA Sports. We go to the top of the second inning here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Avenue with you on BFA Sports. Atlantic Cape takes a 5-1 lead in the bottom of the first, so 5-1 as they look to take a split of the doubleheader. Ocean County College won 7-6 in Game 1, and leading off the second and fouling that one back is Trevor Coltonback. It'll be Coltonback, Kyle Sears, and Jeremy Brunner for Ocean County College here in the second. That one's going to find its way to the backstop, 1-1. Calandra now has a 5-1 lead. Trevor Coltonback from Central Regional High School in the Bayville section of Berkeley Township up there in Ocean County. That one's a mile-high pop foul. And heading toward the sweet level and then bouncing into the seats down a few rows. And a nice souvenir. You know, we saw a couple of little kids running around in between games gathering some of the foul balls here at Sandcastle Stadium. It was cute. So somebody's gone home happy. So 1-2 on Coltonback. And Calandra deals. That one's pop foul again toward the sweet levels. And looks like that one's going to stay up there. So 1-2. So for a lucky souvenir for anybody who ventures on up to the sweet levels here at Sandcastle Stadium. It'll be a 1-2 to the leadoff hitter here in the second inning. And it's Coltonback. Lines one down the right field line and into the seats as Hernandez gave chase, putting together an at-bat here, trying to get a feel for what Calandra's throwing on the mound. Coltonback in Game 1 struck out twice, swinging, grounded into a double play, and had an RBI hit and scored a run. Looking to get things going for the Vikings here in game number 2, inning number 2. Takes a look at a ball there, and it's a 2-2 count. Calandra deals. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 3 for Calandra. All of them swinging, so he's getting these Viking hitters to chase. And that'll bring up Sears with one gone. Sears in Game 1 had, as he hits, it doesn't matter, hits a pop-up here in the center field, and Foreman dives, and he can't come up with it. Nice attempt there by Foreman, but it's a single for Sears. Here with one gone in the second. So Sears reaches on the single from where we're sitting behind home plate. You get a look out toward the skyline in Atlantic City, see some sunshine cascading off some of the casinos. 0-1 the count here on Jeremy Brunner. Calandra throws over to first. He had a long stare into the plate, throws over to first, and getting back is Sears. Calandra gives a long look to the plate, deals the 0-1. Outside 1-1 on Brunner. Eli Santiago waiting on deck. Little windy here, flags flying toward dead center field, toward the water in Atlantic City. 1-1 the count on Jeremy Brunner. And Calandra checks over at first on Sears, and he gets back. Keeping them close, trying to get that double play still intact. And Tonicello and Sori are in double play depth in the infield. That one's low, ball 2. Two and 1 the count on the Vikings first baseman here in game number 2. Sears leads off first. Calandra long stare into the plate and deals to Brunner. Up high, 3-1. Calandra out there with a 5-1 lead after his teammates put up a 5 spot in the bottom of the first, sending 10 guys to the plate. 3-1 the count here on the Vikings first baseman Brunner, and he takes a walk. So 2 on and 1 out, and that'll bring up the right fielder Eli Santiago. Santiago was the designated hitter in Game 1. He singled and then popped up to second and third base. So he went 1 for 3. He's got a couple runners on base here in his first at-bat of Game 2. Sears off second, Brunner off first. Swing and a miss. Turned him around there as he was swinging for the fences. Sari and Antonicello playing back in double play depth. Monero on the lip of the infield grass. Hernandez holding on Brunner at first. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count on Santiago. As Calandra looking to work out of a little bit of a jam here in the second. Runners lead on first and second, 1 out. And the 0-2 pitch to Santiago will have to wait a minute because Calandra's going to check there on Sears. Stares him back to second base. As the Vikings looking to answer back here in the second. Calandra gives a look at Sears. Deals to the plate. Pop back toward the screen. And we'll do it again. Count remains 0-2. So Sears leads off of second, Brunner off of first, with 1 gone in the top half. Outfield playing at about normal depth for the Buccaneers. And in the infield, Hernandez holding on Jeremy Brunner at first. Monero steps back and double play depth. That one's lined into the seats down the right field line. And Santiago putting together quite an at-bat here. Keeps fouling away pitches, looking for something to drive into the gap. Score a run or two. And Calandra working to try and find a way to retire Santiago. Runners lead first and second, 1 out. Here in the top half of the second. And Calandra gives Sears a look, deals toward the plate. Santiago hits one high in the air to right. Goodrich settles underneath it, makes the catch. And that'll be the first out as he throws it into second. Sears gets back. Check it in now, 2 outs here in the top half of the second. So with 2 on and 2 gone, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Drew Clugston. Looking to help his team score a couple more here in the second. Alex Alonso, who is on deck, led off the game with a home run to left. Runners lead first and second, 2 outs. And Calandra. The 0-2 from Calandra. Clugston swings and misses, strike 3. So the Vikings threaten a little bit here in the second inning, getting a couple men on base, but can't bring them in. It is 5-1 Atlantic Cape as we go to the third on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom half of the second inning. Atlantic Cape leading 5-1 here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Ebenau with you on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us here for Game 1 and Game 2. And after a 5-run first inning, Sam Collins will come in for Ocean County College to pitch here in the second inning. After the Buccaneers knocked out Brian Yedlin after an inning of work, sending 9 men to the plate in the first. Nate Goodrich leading things off here in the second, followed by Omar Hernandez and Justin Minero. Goodrich bunts one in front of the plate, and he'll reach on an infield single. The speed of Nate Goodrich up the line. So he bunts for a hit. And the leadoff man is on here in the second, as we see on the BFA Live Sports replay. So with the man on, that'll bring up Omar Hernandez, who struck out swinging in his first plate appearance this afternoon in game number 2. As the Buccaneers look to expand on their lead. Hernandez takes a strike. Buccaneers looking to earn a split of the doubleheader. Ocean County College won game 1 7-6. Despite a late inning rally from the Buccaneers, they scored 2 in the bottom half of the 7th. Of game 1 as Hernandez takes a look at strike number 2. 0-2 the count on the Buccaneers first baseman, the 3-hole hitter. And the pitch, chop foul. Goodrich was going on that one. There's a couple guys on the team here for Atlantic Cape that can bunt well, and certainly have offered in not just today, but in previous games. Goodrich among them, Kevin Foreman. Hernandez swings and misses there, strike 3. So he's down for the second time in game 2. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Justin Minero, who had an RBI single in his first at-bat. Goodrich leads off at first now with 1 gone. That pitch outside, 1-0. Goodrich had some heads-up base running there, just in case it got to the backstop, past Palmisano behind the plate. 1-0 the count here to Justin Minero as he chops that one to short. It's the second one, and that's all they'll get. So Goodrich retired at second base. Minero reaches on the fielder's choice. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. And that'll bring up the catcher, Dante DePalma, who himself reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning and ended up coming around to score. And first pitch to DePalma outside. As Minero leads off first. The pitch, swing and a miss. DePalma goes after that one, 1-1 the count. Sam Collins on in relief for Ocean County College here in the second inning. The pitch. And it's 2-1 on Dante DePalma. As action gets going in the Ocean County College bullpen down the right field line. Atlantic Cape up 6-1. And that'll bring up John Dempsey, who walked and scored in his first at-bat. That hit by DePalma had a little bit of carry there. He just went up and then dropped. Pitch outside to Dempsey, 1-0. Dempsey hits a high fly ball into shallow right, and it falls in for a hit. That will score DePalma, and it is 7-1. On the bloop single to right for Dempsey. Santiago had come in from right, and Sears had gone out from second. And even Jeremy Brenner went out from first base, but it fell into the Bermuda Triangle there in right field. And that'll bring up Mo Antonicello with 2 gone. Antonicello chops one in the hole, and it finds a hole in between short and third and left field. So back-to-back singles for the Buccaneers. Dempsey goes down to second on the single by Antonicello. 2 runs across here for the Buccos in the second. And they lead 7-1. And with 2 gone, that'll bring up Javier Vega. Had an RBI walk in his first plate appearance. So he's 0 for 0. He's got 2 men on here with 2 gone. Buccaneers bats coming alive here in game number 2. Ocean County College won game 1 7-6. Swing and a miss there by Vega, 0-1. As John Dempsey was taking a big lead off of second. Does so again. In the pitch, Vega chops one foul, and it goes behind the plate, 0-2. John Dempsey leads off of second. Mo Antonicello off of first with 2 gone in the bottom of the second inning, as Atlantic Cape has added 2 more runs in game 2 of this doubleheader. And the 0-2 in the dirt, and it goes to the backstop. That'll move the runners up. Dempsey rounding third, and he'll stay right there as Antonicello goes down to second base. So runners on second and third now with 2 gone. And a single by Vega could bring them both in. Sam Collins on in relief in the second inning after Brian Yedlin gave up 5 in the first. Pitch to Vega outside. The 1-2 to Vega. Swing and a miss. And that'll do it here in the second inning. Buccaneers add 2 more. It is 7-1 Buccaneers as we go to the third on BFA Sports. Top half of the third inning here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Ebenu with you on BFA Sports. Buccaneers lead 7-1 as the Vikings will send Alex Alonso, Jimmy Roselli, and Mike Brunner to the plate here in inning number 3. Alonso led off the game with a home run in his first at-bat, the lone run so far for Ocean County College. Pitch outside, 2-0. The pitch, swing and a miss. And it's 2-1 on the Viking shortstop. The 2-1 as Calandra working quickly here, deals strike 2. Calandra has 4 strikeouts so far in this game. That pitch outside, the count's run full. The 3-2. Inside, and Alonso works a leadoff walk. And he's in there safe is Roselli. So a double down the left field line, and the Vikings are set up here in the third. Heads-up base running by Alex Alonso to get from first to third on that blooper to left. And with runners on second and third, that'll bring up Mike Brunner. Struck out swinging back in the first. He's 0 for 1 today in game number 2, that is. So Calandra in a little bit of a jam here to lead things off in the third. Pitch to Brunner. Inside, and it hit him. So the bases are loaded here for the Vikings in the third. So the bases juice to bring up Joe Palmisano, who singled in his first at-bat of game 2. And that'll induce a mound visit here for Pete Calandra in the top half of the third. Calandra, the first jam he's been in, obviously the Bucs up 7-1, so just trying to calm things down. You could see the hands there by Coach. Just calm down, keep things going, do what you got to do. So the Vikings threatening here in the third. The lone run of this game came on the leadoff home run by Alonso. The Ocean County College won 7-6 in game number 1. And the mound visit's over. And that'll allow Palmisano to step into the batter's box. Palmisano in game 1 had a 2 RBI double, RBI single, struck out looking, and then ended his day with a single. Ended game 1 rather, and started game 2 with a single, and he's up here for at bat number 2 in the third with the bases loaded. Calandra deals. Inside corner, 0-1. Palmisano looking to get the Vikings back in it here in the third. The pitch. Chop toward Monero, makes the catch, and everybody retreats. So Palmisano retired for out number 1 here in the top of the third. Hit a line shot right at the Buccaneers' third baseman. And with 1 gone, bases still loaded, Trevor Coltonback will step into the batter's box for Ocean County College. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat in the second inning. So Calandra gets one of the outs he needs. And the pitch to Coltonback. High fly ball into center field. Drifting toward it is Foreman, and he makes the catch. That will retire Coltonback, and heading toward the plate and scoring without a throw is Alex Alonso. So Coltonback with the sacrifice fly that scores Alonso. It is 7-2. And with 2 gone, that'll bring up Kyle Sears, who singled in the second inning and was stranded on second base. Runners on first and second now with 2 gone. So Brunner off of first, Roselli off of second. And that pitch to Sears is outside 1-0. Calandra will take the out there for out number 2. As opposed to a hit. So he deals the 1-0 here, and heading toward the sweet levels here. I think it bounced back in. Kyle Sears foul ball, 1-1. Jeremy Brunner waiting on deck for Ocean County College. Roselli leading off a second, not being held on. Calandra deals. High fly ball in the left. Going back is Vega to the wall, and it's foul. That one drifted at the last minute, but Sears certainly gave it a ride. But for record-keeping purposes, it's just a loud strike 2. So 1-2 the count with 2 men on in the second, and the third with 2 out. And Calandra deals the 1-2 to Sears. Swing and a miss, strike three, and that'll do it. That will end the threat here in the third. But the Vikings had a run. It is 7-2 Atlanta Cape Buccaneers as we go to the bottom half of the third on BFA Sports. College Vikings, and inning number 3 came on in relief to start the bottom of the second. For the Buccaneers here in the third, it'll be Kevin Foreman, Louis Sari, and Nate Goodrich to lead things off as Foreman swings and misses there, chasing one. Kevin Foreman. Collins deals. Swing and a miss, strike three. And the throw to first to make it official, and one retired here in the third. Louis Sari walked and then came around to score back in the first inning. Looking to get things going for the Buccaneers here in the third. Some more clouds drifting over the field, but some sun in the distance. First pitch to Sari outside, 1-0. As action gets going in the Ocean bullpen, and this one's driven deep into left center field, and goodbye! Louis Sari says sayonara, and it is 8-2. Solo home run by the Buccaneers shortstop, as we see on the BFA Live Sports replay. And the Buccaneers take an 8-2 lead. So with 2 outs, Hernandez steps in. Collins deals, and it hits Hernandez in the back. So Hernandez will take the free base. 1 on, 2 out, and that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Monero. Had an RBI single in the first and reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning. Third at bat here in inning number 3. As the Atlanta Cape Bats have come alive here in game number 2. That pitch outside of Monero, 1-0. Hernandez takes a lead off of first. Collins deals, swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Collins stares over Hernandez and deals as Hernandez is going. And Monero hits a high fly ball into center. Drifting underneath it and making the catch round number 3 is Roselli. And that'll do it here in the third. But Louis Sari goes yard. And it is 8-2 Buccaneers as we go to the fourth on BFA Sports. We go to the top of the fourth. Buccaneers lead 8-2 here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Ebenu with you on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Jeremy Brenner, Eli Santiago, and Drew Clugston for Ocean County here as that one's popped up into the left center field. Coming over to make the catch is Vega for out number one. So Jeremy Brenner retired on the fly out to the left. And that'll bring up Eli Santiago. As Pete Calandra settled in for the Buccaneers this afternoon. He's got 4 strikeouts. No, 5. Check that 5. That's 5 strikeouts Calandra has as he deals to Santiago. In the pitch. Inside, but it clips the corner. And it's 0-2. Certainly turned Santiago around. Calandra deals. Line shot into left center field. That'll fall for a base hit. So a one-out single for Eli Santiago. Here to get things going in the fourth for the Vikings. Throw to first as Santiago drifted a little bit off the bag with Hernandez off, and it's Dante DePalma on the receiving end of that throw. Santiago back safely, though. And that'll bring up Drew Clugston, the designated hitter who struck out swinging in the second. One gone here in the top half of the fourth. Buccaneers leading 8-2. There's a line shot, ground ball to second base, Antonicello fields, and he's not able to get anybody. It booted that one a little bit at second base, and when he threw over to Hernandez, it was just a tad late. So runners on first and second now on the infield hit. Going down to second is Santiago on the infield single by Clugston. And with 2 on and 1 out, that'll bring up Alex Alonso. Homer to lead off the game in the first. Walked came around to score in the third. Calandra deals outside 1-0. Runners lead first and the second, 1 out here on the top of the fourth. The 1-0 from Calandra as he takes a look at the runner. Inside 2-0. Santiago's got his attention there at second base. 2-0 the count on the Vikings shortstop. He's homered and walked. Scored 2 runs today. The pitch. High fly ball into center. Chasing it back is Foreman, and he drifts towards the warning track. Makes the catch. Tagging him going to third is Santiago. So runners on the corners now with 2 gone. On the fly out to center field by Alonso. Clugston stayed at first on that fly ball. So with runners on the corners and 2 out, Jimmy Roselli steps up to the plate, struck out swinging in the first, doubled in the third. As the wind picks up a little bit more here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City, and a little chillier in the late afternoon hours as we head toward late afternoon. Calandra, 5 strikeouts to his name today in game number 2. Deals outside there to Roselli. 1-0. Santiago leads off at third. Clugston off of first. And it's a 1-0 count on Roselli. Calandra stares in. Gets the sign, deals, ground ball to second. Flip to second, 1, and that will do it. As things are retired here in the fourth. It is 8-2 Buccaneers as we go to the bottom of the fourth on BFA Sports. De Palma. Third pitcher of the afternoon for game number 2 for Ocean County College. Weinagel deals, swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. On the Buccaneers' second baseman. The pitch. Called strike 2. No, that's it. I think we're all confused on the count here. Santiago. All right, it is 1-2. I had 1-2, and Santiago had 1-2. A little confusion there on the field, but it is 1-2. So for those of you keeping score at home, you were correct. Weinagel deals the 1-2 now to Antonichello. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll do it for the Buccaneers here in the 4th. 1-2-3, go the Bucks. We go to the 5th. They lead 8-2 on BFA Sports. Fifth. The pitch. Leadoff man on first. That's Javier Vega here in the bottom of the 5th. Foreman looking at a 0-1 count. Chops that one foul, 0-2. Into the Buccaneer dugout. Sun popping across a little bit more of it anyway over Sandcastle Stadium here in Atlantic City. It's a little chilly this afternoon. Temperatures have pretty much been in the mid-50s at best. Chopped in the hole to shortstop. Fielded by the third baseman and safe at first as Coltonbeck's throwing a little bit high. And it pulled Jeremy Brunner off the bag, so Foreman reaches on the infield single. So runners on first and second for Louis Sorry, who homered to left center in his last at-bat. Also walked and scored in the first, so good game 2 for the Buccaneers shortstop. And Coach Velarde going over to second base there to check on Vega. Guesses he saw something, or Vega may have hurt himself, maybe pulled a hammy or something. Heading into second base. Checking him out, regardless, over there at second. Maybe something with his foot. He's walking it off a little bit. Doing some kind of stretching activity there at second. Looks like he's okay. So the action will continue here in the bottom half of the 5th. So Vega on second after the hit by pitch, and then the single by Kevin Foreman, who is on first. Louis Sorry, the hitter here in the bottom of the 5th. And Weinagel deals. Clips the outside part of the plate. Strike 1. Buccaneers leading 8-2 here in the bottom of the 5th in game number 2. Weinagel deals outside, and it's 1-1. Buccaneers looking to tack on a couple more here in the fifth. And Weinagel steps off. And it's a balk warning there to Weinagel. Didn't come to a complete stop there on the mound, so they give him a little bit of a warning. 1-1 the count on the Buccaneers shortstop, Sorry. Runners in the lead on first and second. Runner goes. And heading into third with a stolen base is Javier Vega. So runners on the corners now. Nobody gone here in the fifth. As action picks up in the Ocean County College bullpen. Weinagel deals outside. Runners on the corners, nobody out. And the pitch to Sorry, called strike 2. Sorry looking to bring in Vega. Move over Foreman. Bottom of the fifth here in game number 2. Weinagel deals and Sorry hits a high fly, towering fly ball in the left. Coming over to make the catch. And scoring on the sacrifice fly as that pitch is wild. Foreman will go down to second as Vega scores on the sacrifice fly by Sorry and the wild throw in by Mike Brunner in left. So Vega scores. Foreman down to second. And with one out, that'll bring up Nate Goodrich. Flew out to center field in his last at-bat. So Foreman leads off of second. Weinagel deals to Goodrich, and it's a strike, 0-1. Omar Hernandez waiting on deck for the Buccaneers here in the bottom of the fifth. Weinagel deals. Strike 2. Inside part of the plate. And it's an 0-2 count on the Buccaneers right fielder. As action continues in the Ocean County College bullpen and down the right field line. Weinagel at the belt and deals as Foreman takes off for third. Goodrich lines one into right field for a base hit, a hit-and-run play. Foreman scores. Goodrich with the RBI single, and it is 10-2. Nice piece of hitting by Nate Goodrich. And with one out and one on, that'll bring up Omar Hernandez. Struck out twice swinging, and he was hit by a pitch in the back in his last at-bat. Weinagel deals. And that one fouled back to the screen. Bracing for the foul ball here because we're on the concourse, but where that was going, that could have ventured on back here toward our direction here in the BFA Live Sports broadcast booth. Weinagel deals to Hernandez. Hits that one fair this time, deep in his center field. And coming over to make the catch for out number 2 is Roselli. So a long fly out for Hernandez, so 2 gone. And that'll bring up Monero. RBI single in the first, fielder's choice, and scored in the second. And flew out to center field in the third. So 2 outs. And Goodrich leads off of first. Pitch to Monero. Line shot into center field. That'll fall for a hit. Goodrich will stop at second on the single by Monero. So 2 on, 2 out. And that'll bring up The catcher, Dante DePalma. Fielder's choice and scored in the first, RBI double in the second, and struck out looking in the fourth. He's got a couple possible runs out there for him here in the bottom half of the fifth. 10-2, Atlantic Cape leads here in game number 2 of a doubleheader. Ocean County College won game number 1, 7-6. DePalma takes a look at ball 1 there, 1-0. 2 7-inning games. This is game 2. Weineagle checks the runners, deals. Strike 1. John Dempsey awaiting on deck for Atlantic Cape. Weineagle trying to limit the damage here on the mound as he deals outside to DePalma. 2-1. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2. 2 runs across for Atlantic Cape here in the fifth. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners lead on first and second. And Weineagle deals. Line to grounded to short. Flip to second. And that'll do it. 2 runs for Atlantic Cape here in the fifth. They lead 10-2 as we head to the sixth on BFA Sports. We go to the top of the sixth, and a nice look there at the Oceans Resort Casino here in Atlantic City. Vin Ebenu here with you on BFA Sports at Sandcastle Stadium in AC. I did go to a concert there, actually, at Oceans Resort Casino back in October. Saw Collective Soul perform there. So they were playing that night. They were the headliner, and Tonic and Better Than Ezra were there with them. Collective Soul, one of my favorites. It was a good show overall. Sitting in the second row. So nice seats. Ed Roland, the lead singer for Collective Soul, came on down, walked through the crowd at one point. It was fun. And then a couple weeks before that, saw Train play the Hard Rock Casino here in AC. Atlantic Cape leads 10-2 in the top of the sixth. Calandra back out there for inning number 6 of work. It'll be Kyle Sears, Jeremy Brunner, and Eli Santiago for Ocean County College here in the sixth as they look to mount a comeback. And now it's an 0-2 count on Sears. Calandra deals. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout to start things off here in the sixth. Strikeout number 6 for Pete Calandra. That'll bring up Jeremy Brunner. He's walked and flew out to left. Takes strike 1 there. Calandra deals outside, and it's a 1-1 count. Calandra deals. Grounded in the hole to short. Fielded by Monero. Throws over to first, and a nice play by the Buccaneers third baseman to retire Brunner here in the 6th. Ranged over to his left and grabbed that one. Turned around and threw. Hernandez with a nice grab there at first base. So 2 gone here in the 6th. And that'll bring up Eli Santiago. Flew out to right. And reached on a hit in the 4th. So with 2 outs, he's up as Ocean County College trails by 8 here in the 6th. Eli Santiago from Toms River High School East. My alma mater there in Toms River. Calandra deals to Santiago, and it's a strike. Two gone here in the 6th. Calandra looks in. Deals. And that one runs through the dirt. 2-2. With Drew Clugston waiting on deck for Ocean County College. It'll be a 2-2. Chop foul, and we'll do it again. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 6th. Atlanta Cape leading 10-2 in game number 2 of a 7-inning doubleheader. Calandra deals. That one swung on and missed for strike 3. Strikeout number 7 for Pete Calandra, and here in game number 2. Buccaneers lead 10-2 as we go to the bottom of the 6th on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the sixth here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Avenue with you on BFA Sports. We've got a pinch hitter here in the bottom of the sixth. And a new pitcher as well. That one swung on and missed. New pitcher is Will Loftus for Ocean County College. Omar Louise up at the dish. And it's 1-1. Louise pinch hitting for John Dempsey. Loftus deals to Louise. Ground ball to second. And that will retire Louise on the pinch hit here in bottom of the sixth. As Sears throws it over to Brenner. So one gone, and that'll bring up Monticello. Walked, singled, and struck out. Loftus deals up high, 1-0. Buccaneers looking to split the doubleheader today. As Monticello takes a look at strike one. Ocean County College won game 1 7-6. Atlantic Cape here in game number 2. As Monticello grounds it to short. And it'll reach on an infield single. As the throw over to first from Alonzo in the dirt couldn't be scooped up by Jeremy Brunner. So an infield single. And we've got another pinch hitter here coming up in the stead of Javier Vega. It'll be David Conti for Atlantic Cape. High pop-up. Palmisano giving it a look, and it falls in for a hit. Throws down to second, and he'll get into Monticello. So call it a fielder's choice for Conan. And Monticello thrown out there. So two gone here on the bottom of the sixth. And that'll bring up Kevin Foreman. Couple RBIs on the day, a strikeout. Found his stroke there in the number 9 hole. So now it's Foreman lines one into right field. It'll fall in for a hit. So a 2-out single for Kevin Foreman, and now runners on the corners. As David Conti finds his way over to third. So Conti on third on the single by Foreman. And that'll return things to the top of the order. Luis Sori, who walked, homered, and had a sacrifice fly. Loftus steals as Foreman steals second. Throw down there, not in time. Throw to the plate. And he's out at the plate. Conti caught stealing on the double steal there to the plate, and that'll end things here in the sixth. So, no runs across. It is 10-2 as we take a look at the BFA Live Sports replay. Conti thrown out at the plate. We go to the seventh, 10-2 Bucks as they look up to wrap up the win on BFA Sports. We go to the top of the 7th here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Ebenu with you on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Atlantic Cape leads 10-2 here in game number 2. And much in the way that Bart Goebel for Ocean County College wrapped things up with a complete game in game number 1 as Ocean County College won 7-6. It is Pete Calandra doing the same thing for Atlantic Cape here in the 7th as he goes out for inning number 7. He's got 7 strikeouts on the afternoon. And it's now a 2-0 count on Drew Clugston from New Egypt High School in southern Ocean County. Looks at a strike there, 2-1. It'll be Clugston, Alonzo, and Roselli for Ocean County College here in the top half of the 7th. One up and in, 3-1. Game number 2 of a 7-inning doubleheader. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the counts run full. Clugston here in game 2, struck out swinging in the 2nd, and had an infield single in the 4th. That one back to the screen here, and the count remains full. We'll do it again. Calandra's pitched a nice game here for Atlantic Cape in game number 2. Looking to go the distance. And walks the number 9 hitter, Clugston, here to begin the 7th. So Clugston on, and that'll bring up Alex Alonzo, who led off the game with a leadoff home run. Gave Ocean County College a 1-0 lead right away. Alonzo walked and scored in the 3rd and flew out to center in the 4th. Clugston leads off a 3rd. Calandra deals. Strike, and it's 0-1. As Roselli waits on deck for Ocean County College. Calandra deals. Up high. 1-1. Atlantic Cape looking to get the split of this doubleheader. Atlantic Cape back here tomorrow afternoon playing Montgomery County College out from PA. Calandra checks on Clugston there first. Then they'll have a couple days off. Atlantic Cape will be back at Sandcastle Stadium on Thursday afternoon playing Camden County College here for a 3:30 start Thursday. Line shot caught by Monero. What a play there at third base. Cat-like reflexes for the Buccaneers third baseman. And one gone here in the 7th. And that'll bring up Jimmy Roselli. Struck out swinging in the 1st, doubled in the 3rd, and grounded out in the 4th. Calandra deals inside, and a nice pickup there by DePalma behind the plate to keep Clugston at first. So the Bucs play 3:30 Thursday against Camden County College. They have off Friday, and then a doubleheader at Camden County next Saturday. Clugston leads off first with one gone here in the 7th. Calandra deals to Roselli. Tried to check his swing and ended up holding back. It's ball 2. With Mike Brunner waiting on deck for Ocean County College. It'll be a 2-0. Calandra now has a 3-0 count on Jimmy Roselli. Clugston leads off first, 1 out. And Calandra catches the play for strike 1. Calandra 7 strikeouts here in game 2. Looking to go the distance and give the Bucs the win. Deals the 3-1. And Roselli works a walk. So 2 on and 1 out. As Clugston makes his way down to second base. And that'll bring up Mike Brunner. Struck out swinging in the first, hit by a pitch in the third, and grounded to third in the fifth. Monero just off the lip of the infield grass at third, now steps back. Sori and Antonicello in double play depth in the middle of the infield. Hernandez playing behind the runner at first. Swing and a miss there by Brunner. 0-1 the count. Clugston leads off with second, and Roselli off at first for Ocean County College. One out here in the seventh. Calandra sets, deals, lined into left field. It is a base hit. Clugston rounds third. He's on his way to the plate, and will score without a throw. So an RBI single by Mike Brunner. It is now 10-3. Roselli down to second on the RBI single by Mike Brunner. So 2 on and 1 out, and that'll bring up Joe Palmisano. Check that, we got a pinch hitter. That one in the dirt. Eli McEwen in for Palmisano. And a 1-out count. Runners on first and second. Calandra deals strike one to McEwen, Toms River High School South graduate. Runners on first and second, one gone. Calandra deals. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2 on McEwen. One run in for Ocean County College here in the seventh. Buccaneers leading 10-3. Looking to take game 2 of this doubleheader. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strikeout number 8 for Calandra, and there are 2 gone. And with 2 out and 2 men on, Trevor Coltenbach steps to the plate. He struck out, had a sacrifice fly, and grounded out to the day here in game 2. 2 outs. Ocean County College down to their final out here in game 2. High fly into left. And it's all the way to the wall. 1 run scores. That's Roselli. Coming around is Brunner, and throw to the plate. He is out at the plate. And that's how the game will end. Ball game is over. The Buccaneers win on a play at the plate. What a way to finish game number 2. Buccaneers win this one 10-4. They split the doubleheader with Ocean County College. Feel good about things going into tomorrow's doubleheader with Montgomery here at Sandcastle Stadium. A nice play at the plate to end it. So we'll be back here tomorrow as well on BFA Sports. Tune in starting at 12 o'clock for the doubleheader. 2 7-inning double games in the doubleheader between Atlantic Cape and Montgomery. Buccaneers can celebrate Game 2's victory. Ocean County College winning Game 1 7-6. Buccaneers winning Game 2 10-4. For our entire crew here at BFA Sports, I'm Vin Abneu. Thank you for joining us, and have a good night.